Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about one of the most interesting modern American coins for collectors, the 1964 United States 5-cent Monticello Jefferson nickel in extra very fine condition. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary 5-cent piece, but for collectors, condition, mint mark, and special strike quality can turn this small coin into something much more valuable. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is famous because it was produced in huge numbers, yet truly high-quality examples and rare varieties can bring surprisingly strong auction prices. In extra very fine condition, the coin still shows strong detail, attractive surfaces, and enough original beauty to make collectors pay close attention. Let's get fast up. Right along. Neat YouTube video script about the United States of 5-cent Monticello Jefferson nickel 1963 without mint mark in very fine condition rare coins, focusing on its rarity and auction market big value in dollars. The script covers, all in paragraphs, introduction, history and background, unique, all features of the coin, rarity and collector, high demand, current market value in dollars, tips for collectors, conclusion, no bullets points. The 1963 United States Jefferson nickel, also known as the 5-cent Monticello nickel, is one of the most interesting coins for collectors, especially when found without a mint mark and preserved in very fine condition. Many people overlook this small 5-cent coin because it was made in large numbers, but certain examples can still attract strong attention in the rare coin market. The 1963 Jefferson nickel represents an important part of American coin history, and collectors continue searching for well-preserved pieces, rare varieties, and high-grade examples that can bring impressive auction prices. Today, we will explore why the 1963 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel remains popular, and how some of these coins can be worth far more than just 5 cents. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it featured the portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse side. By 1963, the coin had already become a familiar part of everyday American life. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, because during that time Philadelphia coins usually carried no mint mark. This makes the no mint mark version the standard Philadelphia issue. The coin was produced during a period when the United States Mint was working hard to meet circulation demand, and millions of nickels were released into commerce. Despite the high mintage, collectors value these coins because condition, strike quality, and rare varieties can dramatically increase their market price. The obverse of the 1963 Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Around the portrait, you will see the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." On the left side, "Liberty," on the right, followed by the date 1963. Since this example has no mint mark, there is no letter near the date, confirming it was struck in Philadelphia. The reverse displays the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. Above the building is the word Monticello, while below it appears 5 cents and United States of America, along with the Latin phrase E pluribus unum. The coin is made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and has a plain edge. In very fine condition, most of the major design details remain visible, though somewhere can be seen on Jefferson's hair, cheek, and the steps of Monticello. Collectors are especially interested in the 1963 Jefferson nickel because of its potential for strong value in better grades and because of special full steps examples. Full steps nickels are coins where the steps of Monticello are sharply struck and fully visible, making them much rarer and more desirable. Even though regular circulated examples are common, finding one with strong details and minimal wear is much harder. Some coins also contain minting errors such as double die features, repunched mint characteristics on other mint issues, or unusual strike variations that can greatly increase collector demand. The combination of historical significance, design beauty, and the possibility of rare premium examples keeps this coin highly attractive in the numismatic market. In very fine condition, a standard 1963 Jefferson nickel without mint mark is usually worth only a small premium above face value, often ranging from 50 cents to around $3 depending on eye appeal and collector demand. However, if the coin has exceptional detail, attractive natural toning, or a rare error variety, its value can rise significantly. Uncirculated examples in mint state grades can sell for $20, $50, or even several $100s. Full steps examples certified by professional grading services have reached much higher auction prices, with top condition specimens sometimes selling for over $1,000. This is why collectors carefully inspect even ordinary-looking 1963 nickels, hoping to discover a hidden treasure among everyday coins. For collectors searching for a valuable 1963 Jefferson nickel, careful examination is extremely important. Always check the date clearly and confirm there is no mint mark near the date, indicating the Philadelphia issue. Study the Monticello steps closely because full steps examples can be worth much more than standard coins. Look for sharp details, original luster, and minimal damage such as scratches, corrosion, or cleaning marks, since these problems reduce value. It is also wise to compare your coin with certified examples from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to understand its potential grade and market price. Never clean old coins, because cleaning often lowers collector value instead of improving it. The 1963 no mint mark Jefferson nickel may seem like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but for collectors, it can be a fascinating and valuable piece of American numismatic history. Next up, the United States 1964 D Jefferson nickel, also known as the 5 cents Monticello Jefferson nickel, is one of the most collected modern American coins. Even though millions were produced, finding one in extra fine condition with strong details and an attractive original surface can still attract serious attention from collectors. This coin carries both historical importance and collector value because it represents the final year before major changes in American coin production during the 1960s. Many collectors search for this particular date and mint mark because of its connection to the classic Jefferson nickel series and its strong demand in the rare coin market. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the founding fathers of America. The reverse side features Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, which became one of the most recognizable designs in U.S. coinage history. The 1964 D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the reverse side next to Monticello. During 1964, the United States Mint produced an extremely large number of nickels because of a national coin shortage. Even with this high production, collectors continue to value well-preserved examples, especially those with strong details and minimal wear. The obverse of the 1964 D Jefferson nickel displays the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Around the portrait, the inscriptions include, "In God We Trust." On the left side, "Liberty," and the date, 1964. On the right side, separated by a star. The reverse side features the detailed image of Monticello with the inscriptions, "E pluribus unum" at the top, Monticello, in the center, 5 cents below, and United States of America at the bottom. The D mint mark appears clearly to the right of Monticello. In extra fine condition, the coin should still show strong hair details on Jefferson, sharp building lines on Monticello, and clear lettering with only light wear on the highest points. These details are very important for collectors when determining value. What makes the 1964 D Jefferson nickel especially interesting is the combination of its popularity and the possibility of finding rare premium examples. While regular circulated pieces are common, coins in extra fine condition with original luster, minimal contact marks, and strong strike quality can command much better prices. Some examples also feature full steps on Monticello, where the steps at the base of the building are fully visible and sharply struck. Full steps examples are much rarer and highly desirable among advanced collectors. In addition, era coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks can dramatically increase value and make the coin even more exciting for auction buyers. collector demand for the 1964 D Jefferson nickel remains strong because it is affordable for beginners while still offering high-value opportunities for experts. Many collectors build complete Jefferson nickel sets, and the 1964 D is an essential part of that collection. Extra fine examples are especially popular because they offer a balance between affordability and strong visual appeal. Auction houses and online coin marketplaces often see steady interest in high-grade examples, especially those certified by professional grading services. Coins with attractive toning, original surfaces, and strong strike quality tend to perform better in competitive bidding. In terms of market value, a normal 1964 D Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition may range from around $1 to $5 depending on eye appeal and preservation. However, if the coin is in about uncirculated or mint state grades, the value can rise significantly. Certified mint state examples with full steps can sell for $50, $100, or even several $100s depending on rarity and grade. Rare mint errors and top condition auction examples have reached much higher prices, especially when sold through major auction platforms. Some exceptional specimens with strong collector demand can surprise sellers with premium results far above face value. For collectors, the best advice is to carefully inspect every 1964 D Jefferson nickel before selling or buying. Look closely at Jefferson's hair details, Monticello's steps, the sharpness of the lettering, and the presence of the Denver Mint mark. Avoid harshly cleaned coins because cleaning can greatly reduce value. It is also helpful to compare the coin with professionally graded examples from trusted grading companies such as PCGS or NGC. Using a magnifying glass can help identify full steps varieties and valuable mint errors that may otherwise be missed. Proper storage and protective holders is also important to preserve the coin's condition and long-term value. In conclusion, the 1964 D Jefferson nickel is much more than an ordinary 5-cent coin. It represents an important part of American numismatic history and remains a favorite among collectors worldwide. Its classic Thomas Jefferson design, Denver Mint origin, and the possibility of rare high-grade or error varieties make it a coin worth searching for. Even in extra fine condition, this nickel can hold collector value far beyond its face value, and exceptional examples can bring impressive auction prices in dollars. For anyone interested in rare coins, the 1964 D Monticello Jefferson nickel is a perfect reminder that hidden treasures can still be found in everyday collections. Next up, the 1953 D Jefferson nickel is one of those fascinating United States coins that often hides great value in plain sight. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but for collectors and rare coin enthusiasts, this small piece of American history can be surprisingly important, especially when found in extra fine condition. Minted at the famous Denver Mint, the 1953 D Jefferson nickel carries both historical significance and strong collector demand. In today's market, certain well-preserved examples can sell for impressive amounts, and rare high-grade pieces have brought even bigger prices at auction. Next up, the 1964 D Jefferson nickel is one of the most talked about 5-cent coins in United States coin collecting, especially when it comes to vintage pocket change that could still be hiding in old collections, jars, and inherited coin boxes. While millions of these coins were produced, certain examples in very fine condition, and especially those with strong details, original surfaces, and collector appeal, can attract surprising attention in the rare coin market. Today, we are exploring the fascinating story of the United States 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D Mint mark, also known as the Monticello Jefferson nickel, and why collectors continue to search for this classic American coin. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel design. The coin was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and one of the most important founding fathers in American history. The reverse design features Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, which became one of the most recognizable buildings ever placed on American coinage. The 1964 D Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, and the small D Mint mark on the reverse confirms its place of production. This year is especially significant because 1964 marked the final year before major coinage changes in the mid-1960s due to rising silver prices and economic pressures across the United States. One of the most interesting facts about the 1964 Jefferson nickel is its enormous mintage. Over 1.7 billion examples were struck at the Denver Mint, making it one of the highest mintage nickels in American history. Because of this, many people assume the coin has little value. However, collectors know that condition is everything. A coin in very fine condition still holds strong collector interest when it shows sharp design details, clear lettering, and limited wear. Very fine means Jefferson's hair details are still visible, the cheek and jawline remain strong, and Monticello on the reverse shows noticeable architectural detail, even though some wear is present from circulation. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag. Around the portrait, you will see the word Liberty, the year 1964, and the national motto, In God We Trust. On the reverse, Monticello stands proudly in the center with the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum. The small D mint mark appears to the right of Monticello. Collectors pay special attention to strike quality because some 1964 D nickels were weakly struck due to heavy production demands. Strongly struck examples with full steps visible on Monticello are much more valuable and can command premium auction prices. Although the coin itself is common, finding a high-quality 1964 D Jefferson nickel with original surfaces and attractive eye appeal is much harder than many people realize. Many coins from this year were heavily circulated, cleaned improperly, or damaged over time. This makes problem-free very fine examples more desirable to collectors building complete Jefferson nickel sets. In addition, error coins such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes can increase rarity dramatically. A standard very fine example may be affordable, but a rare error variety or sharply struck specimen can become a serious auction target. Collector demand remains strong because the Jefferson nickel series is one of the most popular and affordable U.S. coin collections to complete. Many beginners start with Jefferson nickels, while advanced collectors search for key varieties and superior condition examples. The 1964 D issue is especially popular because it is both historically important and widely recognized. Some collectors specifically seek full steps examples, where the steps of Monticello are fully visible and sharply struck. These coins are significantly rarer and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grade and certification. In terms of current market value, a normal 1964 D Jefferson nickel in circulated very fine condition usually ranges from around 50 cents to $3 depending on eye appeal and demand. Extremely attractive pieces with original luster traces and better than average strike quality may sell for more. Certified mint state examples with full steps designation can bring anywhere from $100 to well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare error varieties may also achieve strong prices, especially if professionally authenticated by grading services such as PCGS or NGC. This shows that even a common-looking nickel can sometimes hold surprising hidden value. For collectors, the most important advice is to examine every 1964 D nickel carefully before spending or selling it. Look for strong details in Jefferson's portrait, clean surfaces without harsh scratches, and a clearly visible mint mark. Avoid polished or cleaned coins, as cleaning often reduces collector value significantly. If you believe your coin has an unusual strike, error, or exceptional full steps detail, consider sending it for professional grading. Proper storage is also essential. Keep coins in holders, flips, or albums to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Another useful tip is to compare your coin with recent auction results rather than relying only on online guesses. Coin values change depending on market demand, collector trends, and certified population reports. Visiting coin shows, consulting reputable dealers, and learning grading standards can help you make smarter decisions. Sometimes the difference between a common 5-cent coin and a valuable collector piece comes down to small details that only trained eyes notice. In conclusion, The 1964 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how an everyday American coin can become an exciting part of the rare coin world. Even though billions were minted, the combination of history, condition, collector demand, and special varieties gives this coin lasting importance. A very fine example may seem ordinary at first glance, but under closer inspection it can reveal real collector value and even auction potential. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1964 reminds us that sometimes treasure is hiding in the smallest denomination. Always check your old nickels carefully, because one small 5-cent coin could be worth far more than its face value.